Hello again, everybody. We're going to pick up with something we talked about last week, and we're going to add a few additional points of demonstration to the concept. Last week we talked about blocking incoming punches, and we talked about the 9 basic techniques which addressed all of the angular gates. And these were sort of non-traditional or non-regular kinds of blocking techniques. We didn't want to repeat things that you were seeing elsewhere. We wanted to show something that maybe added a little additional insight to things that you were already doing. So helping me once again is Sensei Chris Antis. And last week, we'll just have him hold that position for a second. The blocks sort of looked like this. The first block, and these are incoming punches to the head from the opponent. Second block was cross. Third block was the high block, followed by the opposite hand low block against the second hand technique coming in. And fourth block was the same deal with the same hand. Fifth block was an angular one to the outside. Sixth was completely outside. Seventh was the mantis block. The eighth was the single whip block. And the ninth was the X or cross hand block. And there's a separate tape on this particular sequence which you should take a look at before you go further in this particular video, just to get full insight and a full perspective. But last week he was punching with the right hand, and these blocks and these 9 gates that are addressed by these blocks are addressed differently if he went back and attacked with the left hand. So he's in left hand position. So what you have originally is 18 original techniques where I'm blocking left side against his right side. Now I'm doing exactly the same blocks that I did last week, which are demonstrated in the prior video, and I'm going against his opposite side, and there are basically 9 new angles, 9 different angles than what you had before, but using techniques which you already know. And that's the trick of the martial arts. You take things that you know, you build upon them, you expand upon them, and it helps you grow a lot more efficiently. So we're here, and he throws a punch with his left hand. And I'm in, under his power, breaking his balance. Okay, now we talked about that last week against the right hand. I can add hand techniques in on that. I've got the strike down below if I need it, and I can just take him down to the ground if I so choose. Number 2, he goes back. There's the cutting across the block to the head. I've got the elbow counter. I've got takedowns off that if I want to do them. And number 3, first punch, in, I hit. Second punch, hit, and take him down as a finishing move, or start to a finishing move. And again, we talked in the last video about the circular dynamic that we're applying here. There's 3 or 4 principles that we like to use all the time, actually 3 formal principles. The principle of non-resistance, the water principle, and the circular principle. And I'm trying just to incorporate those into these flows here as I'm demonstrating, so you can get a good feel and sense of what they're about. Number 4, he throws one side, same hand blocks opposite side, come in, hit. I have technique down below, control, in, finishing. Thumbs up. Number 5, I'm here, cut. Cut, finish, down, over. Up again. Number 6, and I'm doing this very relaxed. We're not trying to impress you with indomitable speed or power right now. We're just trying to do this at a pace where you can see and digest what's happening. Number 6, he throws, in, control, down. Thank you, sir. Number 7, mantis, he throws, in, see the elbow. I can go from elbow to capture, around, back up again, sir, if you will. Elbow, capture, down, elbow, around, and throw. All are possible. I notice the finishing arm lock. If I choose to do an arm lock, I can also do strikes against open and vulnerable targets. Thank you, sir. 8 is a single whip, and he throws on this side, down. Up again. To Go off your head cover. Okay. Number 9, he throws in, next block, down. Same compromising position at the end. You have the vital targets if you choose to hit them. You have other options. You can incorporate, you can step around, block the body, knee to the soft targets. Thank you, sir. Now, once you get those, that's basically all the right side techniques done against his incoming right and his incoming left. You then take the right side techniques and learn them on the opposite side of your body. So you basically, what we started at the very beginning would now look like this. Number 1, number 2, number 3, and I'll give you a different angle so you can see these better. Number 3, block high, block low. Number 4, block high, block low. Number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, and number 9. And as we talked about in the first, that number 9 will look exactly the same because we always keep the right hand closer to the heart, no matter what side of the body we're blocking. So those are 9 different kinds of blocks, working 9 different attack gates, and there's 4 possibilities of you working those 9. Depending on how your partner attacks, with what hand your partner attacks, and with what side of the body you move forward. That's 36 possibilities, 36 different combinations of counters. If you learn through all those via experimentation, trying to develop your flow and understanding the circular concepts, you'll have a very powerful self-defense against incoming hand attacks. So go ahead and continue your personal research and your exploration in the martial arts. Think about these things, and hopefully they'll move you a little bit further along at a little bit quicker pace than otherwise would have happened. Thanks again for visiting. We'll see you down the line.